Well, I mean, it was a trying season. There was a lot of factors. Um, Starting in Arizona, all the COVID protocols that we're dealing with, and it took a toll on a lot of guys, I think. And for me personally, I think I played a lot of good hockey this year, and it sort of came undone a little bit towards the end of the season. But I did play a lot of good hockey, and I think for me, I just need to find a way to be a little bit more consistent.
I know the workload, the heavy workload is something you've dealt with in the past. Was that something that maybe caught up with you after the Dubnyk trade?
Um, it's tough to say. It was, just a lot of games in a shorter amount of time, obviously. But I honestly, I didn't feel that way too much physically, maybe mentally a little bit. It is a lot of hockey, but I felt pretty good for the most part.
I know last summer you worked a lot with Adam Francilia and with Nabby. The things that you worked on over the summer and that you focused on in your game, did those show up to your satisfaction this season?
Yeah, at times, and like I said, I do think I played a lot of really good hockey. I think I just need to kind of continue on the track that I'm on, and hopefully get more comfortable with this stuff, and find a way to apply it a little bit easier to my game, to where I'm not thinking about it, and hopefully that helps to be a little more consistent.
Curtis.
Good morning, Martin. Thanks again for all your cooperation this year. We really appreciate it. We just talked with Bob, and he said you guys sat down a little while ago, and he explained that he was going to play the young guys the rest of the way in. You kind of understand where he was coming from, as far as maybe wanting to give Josef and Alexei another look.
Yeah, no, I get it. Obviously, I know the situation that we're in, and that's obviously, it's not a personal thing. It's part of the business.
How do you what's this kind of the summer look like for you now? What do you head back home to Vancouver and kind of start training again for next year, or what's sort of the off season like for you?
Yeah, I'll take a little time off, and I'll be back in Vancouver and training there.
Have you talked with Doug at all about what's any assurances that you'll be back with the Sharks again next season?
No, I haven't spoken to Doug yet.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Martin.
Yeah.
Shang.
Hey, Martin. To echo everybody else, thank you again for how you worked with us this year. We really appreciate it. Wanted to ask you first, just for yourself, how challenging has this year been for you personally, just in terms of just mental health? It's been a difficult year for everybody in that department.
It has. Yeah, it's been tough. A lot of stuff behind the scenes, obviously with a lot of the COVID protocols and stuff, being away from our families, and, being stuck in hotel rooms a lot of the time, and not being able to get out. It does take a toll on you, and, it can be tough, especially, when guys are so, used to the way they do things and their routines and stuff like that. So, it was tough for sure.
And you mentioned going back to Vancouver to train. Might be a little early to talk about this, but do you have anything new planned for this off season in terms of just something you're going to try differently, someone different you're going to work with, anything like that you know of right now?
Yeah, I haven't really decided fully. I'll be back in Vancouver. I'll be training at the same place. I'm sure there'll be some tweaks here and there, but I haven't really thought about that too much yet.
Okay. And you mentioned consistency being kind of your primary goal. I guess, how do you attain that through training? I'm not really sure. I don't know.
Keep training and practicing to the point where the stuff that you're working on just feels more natural, and that's why you practice and you put in the work, is so that when you get to the game, you don't have to think about it, and it just comes naturally.
And looking back at this season, that stretch that you had in March when you were winning a lot of games there. Do you feel like that is like the best extended stretch that you've played for the Sharks in the last 3 years?
I don't know, last 3 years. I don't know. It was a good stretch of hockey. I was playing well, and the team was playing really well in front of me. So, yeah, I'm trying recapture some of that.
Okay, and I guess final question then. I mean, fair to say though that it was a tough year, up and down year, but it was good for yourself to know that you had that kind of long extended stretch of really good hockey in you right there, right? In that 3 week or month span, right?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely try and pull some positives out of this year. That was a good stretch of hockey, and a lot of stuff did feel really good, and we'll just try and build off it this summer.
All right. Well, have a good summer, Martin. Thank you so much.
Thanks.